Hello YouTube, it's the morning, yes. So this pedal here I picked up from my pal, John Carter, the guy that went to Mars, for the green folk. I got a message last night, like, you give me a favour and pick up a pedal. I was like, yeah, because he lives in Skilmorley, down the Clyde, sort of near Weems Bay, in Inverkip, that area. And I live here. He said it was in Milton, and I thought, okay, yeah, no problem. I can't do it tonight. It was last night because I'm doing a live stream. You know, Milton of Glasgow is a couple of miles, 4 or 5 miles, 10 minutes in that direction. I was like, up here, Milton of Glasgow, so I can't do that. No, Milton of Campsie. I was like, all right, that's here. So he gave me the guy's address, and literally from here I can see a street light out the window that you can also see from, which is, you know, like almost in the other guy's garden. So I mean, I was walking to the shop anyway. It was ridiculous. I mean, literally we're talking. It was a maximum 20-metre detour for me to go and pick up the pedal. So another guy in Milton Campsie who plays guitar, Alfred, was like, yeah, have you ever done any guitars fixed? And the guy's like, up here, yeah, okay, and slammed the door and like that. So he's not interested. So not a new customer, but anyway, you never know. Maybe he'll break a guitar. So acoustic simulator pedal. I've been last couple of weeks trying to play acoustic guitar and then kind of giving up. So the idea of this, I suppose, is like if you've got one acoustic song in your set, you know, you're doing a half-hour set or whatever, and it's like it's kind of not worth lugging an acoustic with you and having it all set it up and stuff. You could just have this on your pedal board and simulate acoustic. Probably, I would imagine, not as good as in like a 3-piece, but see if you're in a mix, you know, if you're the second guitarist, especially if there's like a keyboard player as well, and it's like I bet you couldn't tell the difference between the sound of that when it's in a mix live. Saying that, I've not even turned the thing on yet. Hold on, I just got a message. There we go. Hold on, 2 seconds. I put a wee time limit. I've got half an hour because that's him. He sent his wife to come and pick it up. So it's like relatively short demo coming up. I've not even turned it on, so I'm just assuming it works. I'm playing through my wee Laney VC15, which should ideally be going into an acoustic amp or a PA. I'll try it through the bass amp as well. So this is however the guy had it previously set it, assuming he hadn't turned any of the knobs. So using this Squire Standard Strat, and to be honest, it doesn't seem to be doing anything at all, does it? I've got this amazing zoom device for this. I was trying to work out some way of zooming in the camera, and then I just figured, see if I just put it in. Oh. Yeah, so if I just put it on top of that bog roll, it's technology, yeah. Top body, so put everything at 12 and see what happens. Alright, okay. Not sure. So this should be going into a full range thing, not a guitar amp, but obviously it depends. And then we've got reverb's the centre and levels the outside, so you get reverb on it. There's already reverb on it. Turn the reverb off on the amp. That's reverb, and that's level. Piezo, enhance. Let's try. So if I switch on to the bass amp. It's too bassy. If you notice there on the front, it does say G amp. So G, if you're listening, it's for you. I assume that means guitar amp. There's also a line output, which I think is maybe more for putting into a PA. But jumbo. Standard. I'll be honest, I don't think I've got this set up right. There's something not right. I've got an old Zoom pedal, which is like an acoustic simulator, and it sounds an awful lot more acousticy than that does. But okay, I'm not using the correct thing, the correct amp, but put the level down. To me, it's not really doing the job, is it? It's definitely on. There is it on. Then you put it on. Yeah, I don't think I'm using this right, because I don't think this is sounding good at all. This does not sound like an acoustic to me. I am, to be fair, I'm using a small guitar, but I've got big speakers and it's on really quite low, so I mean I can get reasonable acoustic sounds out of some of my piezo loaded guitars, just going into that, so, or the Line 6 Variax totally does acoustic sounds, so this isn't really doing what I thought it was going to do. Being a Boss pedal as well, I mean, I'd imagine, I know what my pal paid for this, because that was me that handed the cash over, but new, I think these are, approaching 100 quid, 80 quid, something like that. Maybe it's definitely something to do with the fact that I'm not going into like a PA, but saying that, I've definitely played, I don't have a PA or an acoustic amp, so anytime you've seen me using, like, the ones I put piezo bridges and stuff in, I was expecting much more than this. I think after this I'm going to dig out my just distorting. Less volume on the guitar now. It does sound a little bit more acoustic-y. It's kind of getting there when you're just, I'm using a Strat, maybe it's not the right guitar for me. You expect people to be using a Squire Strat. Video of this coming up later this afternoon. I just had to do this video just now to try and, because the guy said John said his wife would come and pick it up. I've also sold them back the Morley Fuzz Wah pedal, which I used a couple of times in the studio, and I don't really like Wah very much. It's not. I do have a Crybaby, so and it's like I've never really come across another wah-wah pedal that sounds like a Crybaby. Crybaby's the one you want, and all the other ones, the idea of it being optical so it doesn't wear out and all that's all great, but it doesn't wah the same way. Piezo. To me, it just, I guess, in a mix. He's runs in a Led Zeppelin tribute band as well, along with two guys from Crankenhouse, the singer and the drummer. So kind of, there's a few bands that are kind of kicking about that have kind of got the same members in them. This is the Led Zeppelin band that I was asked to join twice. Once on guitar before John joined, and then once on bass after John. I'm not that much of a Zeppelin fan. Maybe I should have played it in bass. I don't know. Actually, my reason for not joining it with on the bass was I didn't want to be, because I'm already in Crankenhouse with the same singer and drummer. If I joined that band as well, it would mean three of us are in two bands, so there's only one person different. Kind of, I didn't want to ostracise it, the other members of the band, because it'd be kind of a bit strange being in a band where you've got you end up talking about what we did in the studio last night and it's in a different band, so it would just get confusing. Yeah, so maybe if I'd been given a bit more time with this, I would have worked out more. It doesn't have that much to adjust on it, but to be honest, I'm not that impressed. I think it's sounding a bit pointlessy, maybe. Again, it depends. I mean, John did say it is meant to go into is it an FFR amp, a flat frequency response amp? But I mean, it's barely. It's not. I've definitely had effects units, multi effects and stuff that I've got acoustic simulator mode that sounds hella more acousticy than that. I was going to say maybe the battery's running flat, but it's not, because I've got it running a power supply. I assume it's working right. What happens if I stick it into the line out? Does that make any difference? It's not meant to go into. That's meant to go into a guitar amp, so this is going into the line. Oh, hold on. That's miles better. Now it actually sounds like an acoustic. I'm glad I did that. So basically, yeah, okay. Just use the line amp. Okay, the G amp is maybe not guitar amp, or see now to me that's. Jumbo. Position 2. See, that's an acceptable acoustic sound to me. Yeah, so an acceptable length of video, 15 minutes. Yeah, so I was really thinking this was, let's be honest, pants or broken up until I put it into the line out thing, which is much more acousticy. Again, maybe I'm just not using it right. It makes a huge difference which sound you've got on the guitar, so you can kind of go for like on a Strat, get the acousticiest sound you can get on the guitar. Anyway, on a Strat, just getting positions 2 or 4. That's kind of. I mean, that's what. If you ever listen to the Stones on their early tours, like 71 tour, playing Angie and stuff like that, be 73 then maybe. Playing Angie and stuff, they're just using like electric guitars like this and then just played them softly, because you didn't really get properly amplifiable acoustics for a stadium gig. And then use this. Yeah, see? And that coming through the PA or something will sound much more acoustic-y and in a mix once you've got drums and bass and other, even just drums and bass and singing on it. It's not going to be that distinguishable from an acoustic guitar, apart from the fact that you can see the guy on stage playing an electric. So, rock on, catch you later, and stop.